and welcome. My name is Jörg. I'm one of the co-founders of Espresso Tutorials. In the last 20 years, I've been doing consultancy, training, and within the SAP space. So SAP Finance is really my topic I'm into. And since we have S/4HANA, the Fiori apps are getting more and more popular. And today I want to share with you, some flowers. Well, actually, that's the translation of Fiori to Italian. It's nice, it's flower. So I want to share my top 10 Fiori apps for finance. So this is a very personal list. You can agree, you can disagree on that. SAP provides multiple Fioris for the public cloud version. And the public cloud version Fiori is mandatory. For the on-premise version or for the private cloud, SAP Fiori is optional. There we have SAP GUI still in place. So today, let's kick it off for SAP Fiori, the new interface for S/4HANA. Well, first of all, SAP Fiori is not that new. It's already 10 years available. So it started in 2013 with version number 1. And it is said that in Waldorf, there was a meeting showing one of the founders of SAP, Hasso Plattner, a new interface that would be responsive, would be available for mobile computing, and mainly for reporting purposes. That was the business case in the beginning, and that's where SAP Fiori started. And then Hasso Plattner decided, well, this is nice. I want to have this user interface for all of our ERP system. That was surprisingly for the developers, because they thought it would be some minor part like reporting, mobile devices. Yeah, but that really kicked the project off to start with a new user interface that goes together with S/4HANA. So the database has changed. This is something you can't really see or touch. You just notice it when the database is fast, that your reports are fast, and Fiori is the most noticeable thing that you have by changing. So that's what we have, and now we turn to my top 10, starting with Dunning. This is an app that is available since 2017. Dunning in the accounts receivable department, and this gives you a good overview about the different Dunning levels and what the status is in these terms. Let's have a short demo to get closer. So there's the Dunning level distribution app. You can see it's been refreshed 8 hours ago. Click on it. Very fast, the database, to see the actual status. If I double click on it, I will drill down for more details to see some graphics. Display currency is US dollar. I can change this to euro, so it gets recalculated, also very fast. And on the top screen, you do see the selection. On the other side of the screen, you do see the results. And you can even open the line items from Dunning level number 2. So you drill in, it's just one line item, and everything that is marked in blue can be used for further drill downs. So I can drill down to the journal entry or to the related documents that go together with this journal entry, like the sales order or the material document. So a very useful way to move forward, to see all the differences, all the reasons why we have done a customer in these terms. We shipped about 9,000 pieces of a chain log. You do see the process flow about the outbound delivery, the invoice that we created, and you can go all the way back to our starting point. So if I want to go back, I need to go to the top left side of the sales order. Then I'm in the journal entry, then I'm in the line item, and then I'm in the dunning level distribution report. So a state-of-the-art report, starting with the state-of-the-art Fiori app, my number 10. Let's move forward to number 9. My top 9 is Manage Supplier Line Items, an app available since 2015, so quite a while. And let's do a demo there to see what is possible. For the supplier or the customer side, the app looks exactly the same. On the top, you can have selection criteria. You hit the Go button. The database will access all the line items for the company codes. In this case, it's just 10, so only very few items. You can mark those and use these 3 items that are marked to block them for payments. So a very easy way to do mass blockings for payments or unblocking or do editing. So very intuitive because it's all on the screen. And locked for payment reason A, together with some notes. So these 3 line items have been changed. And of course it would be useful to see the payment block. So we go to settings and we search for the column that is responsible for displaying the payment block. So via typing payment, I do see the columns that are indicated with payment as term, or when I additionally choose block, only 2 columns are left. So let's take item payment block. This is a column that is added to the right side. So I need to scroll a bit. And of course you can drag and drop the column to everywhere where you would like to have it. So maybe more on the left side so that I don't need to scroll anymore. And 3 line items have been blocked. This is a nice layout. You could export it to a spreadsheet, so no problem with that. And you can save this layout, because if I want to use it again, I can save lots of time by saving this as my personal default. So if I change the standard, it's changed for many people. If I change this for my personal default, it's just changed for me. So I change the layout with this additional column. And I can use another way to get a better overview about all blocked payments. So I choose to have another filter. So I just want to see those line items that have been blocked. Okay, so that is part of the filter now, that's part of the layout now. And if I need this view many more times, I can even save this as a tile. So it's a Fiori app, a configured Fiori app that, for instance, only shows blocked payment items. And this is on my personal screen, so I can choose the place where I want to save it. Let's save it to the Fiori Launchpad. And if I save it, it becomes available instantaneously. And no matter if it's 3, 5, 10, 20, I do get all open items with the payment block A. So let's go back to the overview, to the navigation screen. There is my additional added tile, my supplier line items with the payment blocks, and there it is, 3 of them. So very easy way, and that was my number 9. Works the same way with customers, works the same way with the GL line items. My number 8 is manage automatic payments. Also quite long, available since 2015. And yeah, let's have a closer look how the payment run looks like on a Fiori app. If you've been working with SAP GUI, you probably are very familiar with creating parameters, because typing all this data into the system, so data is still the same, but the look and feel is different. So to have an additional log for which company codes do we want to pay for, let's choose one. That's my auto bike company. The next payment date, to be sure that we pay with discounts. And then we have different payment methods in place, and we choose a range of suppliers to be paid. Could be single suppliers, could be from, to. And then we initialize a proposal run. So this is saved. Let's schedule a proposal run. So if you've been working with transaction F110, this is pretty familiar. And yeah, but I do like the new look. I do like the new overview that we have here, like what kind of payment runs are created in the system. Let's take a longer period, and there you see for one parameters I entered, there we have proposals, and we processed a couple of payments a few months ago. And we can of course go into details to figure out the summary of the payments and the payment file. So the amount that is paid, the vendor that is paid, and the payment file that is attached to it. So, very nice overview of all things going on in the area of payments. And if I go back, you can go back to the overview page and, for instance, have a look what else is available as payment apps. So I'm searching just for the term payment, and you do see 29 apps that are related to payment. And I like to highlight payment statistics and payment media. And for payment media, you do see which payment media has been processed, so which is new, which has been downloaded. My number 7 is the Display Document Flow app. Document Flow shows the connected documents in an ERP system, and this is new since 2019. So let's start with the document number. So it could be journal entry, could be a customer order, could be any kind of document number in the system. And the display document flow shares with you the different perspective, like what has been created in sales, what happened in delivery, what happened in logistics, and how is finance doing with billing. So all those documents are attached to each other. You can collapse these views if they consume too much space, or you can expand them again, or you can drill in. So a lot of ways to drill in. For instance, here the material number, the material document, you do see what kind of material was the outbound delivery. Here we're talking about 5,000 pieces of finished goods. And going back, everything is connected. We do see the graphics again. So very nice way to show the connection of the created documents in an ERP system. Yes, you can zoom in, zoom out, or zoom to fit, depending on your screen size, depending on the complexity. And besides the operational document flow, we do have the general ledger document flow. There you see that our document flow has created 3 journal entries. So the good delivery, the billing, and the customer payment. And we can even drill into that as well. Number 6 is about managing posting periods, or in SAP GUI, transaction OB52. Now new available since 2018 in SAP Fiori. So let's take an overview about posting periods, because if they are open, we can post to a period. If they're closed, we can't. And this can be controlled for multiple companies or just for one. So this is a variant, that's the variant view. So multiple company codes attached to this variant are affected. And now it's up to us if we want to change this for the complete variant, or if we want to change this just for the company codes. So let's manage the variants. And there we are, that's our posting period variant. I'm going to use the edit mode, enter an authorization group so that only certain people are able to do changes. So that's what an authorizational group is for. So there we are. We do see that 5 company codes are attached to this variant. And we can do changes here to set posting periods. We can open these, we can schedule these, and we can also do this periodically. So normal periods, adjustment periods, or periods that are COFI related. So therefore I can change this, or I can set the CO periods. So everything that you know from transaction OB52, new and easy to use. My number 5 is Manage General Ledger Account Master Data, version number 2. Available since 2016, and for me very crucial because the GL accounts are the heart of every finance organization. So let's choose the chart of accounts. So we do have one operational chart of account that we're using, and we do see the different balance sheet accounts that I can select here. There are different types, but let's start with balance sheet accounts. And you do get an overview about blocked for posting or marked for deletion. You can easily change languages. Going back to English. And and then let's edit one of the GL accounts, one of the sets of master data, starting with the general information. You need to hit edit if you really want to. That's on the top right side, or you just display it and scroll down to a company code data. So this account is used for company codes, and if I want to see a detail for one company code, let's take the German company, I do see the so-called B segment, the company code segment, and with all the data you probably know from the SAP GUI, but in a very transparent and nice overview page. Of course, there's no controlling data because it's a balance sheet account, and this is not used in a financial statement version, so someone needs to adjust this. Let's switch from balance sheet account to primary and cost account. To be more precise, cost or revenue account, because now we're talking about the sales account. And for the sales account, the company code data is there, and of course the controlling data is there because this has been used within the controlling area that we have. And of course this GL account is used in multiple financial statement versions, and it is used for automatic account determination, a very new and nice way to share with you the integration in the master data. Let's copy this one directly for our 4 company codes. Let's give it a new account number. So we are copying the existing sales account. We're giving it a new number, and simply say that's sales 2. And now we've been copying this account for 4 company codes, and there you can see it called sales 2. My number 4 Fiori app is balance sheet and income statement. Very fast created newly in 2015, and replacing the so-called RF BILA 00 in a very nice and overview way. So selection criteria on the top, and if I selected a company code and a financial statement version, I do get, and of course the ledger we're talking about, so that's local GAAP or US GAAP or IFRS. Financial statement version. There are many available. Let's hit the go button. No, let's take a look that we can also have plan data included. So not only actual, but also plan data. And we can use additional filter criteria because everything is available in the GL now, like the profit center or the segment information. And of course, we can enrich this interface with, let's say, the profit center. And we could filter on certain profit centers if there's posted data to them. Now we hit the go button, and based on the line items, hit the go button, and based on the line items, the assets and liabilities are calculated. Not every account is assigned to my financial statement version. That's why the amounts vary a bit, but I think you do get the plan that we can drill into current assets, and you can drill down from a balance to multiple amounts for the balance reporting. let's say, how are these posted over the periods of time? And if I drill down again, I do get the line items that sum up to this amount. So a very nice way to get to details. And of course, everything that is marked blue can be drilled down again. So it could be the journal entry finally. Okay, going back. That's my number 4 favorite Fiori app, the balance sheet account. So it's getting interesting because now we're talking about number 3. And number 3 is something that I like to share with you now. And this is managed journal entry templates. A functionality available since 2019. And in 2019, we had this opportunity to take a closer look to the templates that are used for journal entries. So you can save a lot of time by hiding input fields, by setting defaults for input fields. So I create a new template. And this is something that has been made easier, way easier than in the former times from SAP GUI. Because now you see you're in step number 1 out of 5. Let's give it a template ID, a description, and a level of access. So who can access this? Let's go to step number 2. So the header information from our journal entry should contain the following fields. And I can deselect multiple of these. So if you navigate via keyboard, you don't see them, and you don't have to use another tab to jump right to the next field. So you improve efficiency. And of course, if you make some fields mandatory, you enrich data that you can later on report with the Fiori apps that you've seen so far. Step number 3 is about values that I can additionally put into the fields. So these are the default values where it's made easy for the users, for the end users to enrich the data, because they just have to fill the fields that are not filled by default. And number 4 out of 5, now we're talking about the line items. And for line items, normally the GL account is responsible, which are mandatory fields or optional fields or are hidden. But here you can also kind of make some fields mandatory because it fits to your template. So you can kind of overrule the field technology that is given by the GL account. And the GL account is the field status group that normally determines which field is mandatory. Okay, so finally, default values for the line items. In this case, we skip that. And I can review what I've done so far for my template, for the header information, for the line item information. Let's double check it, no errors, save it, and then it's available. So let's have post general journal entries, and on the bottom you see select templates, and there I can select my post with profit centers, and you do get the idea now that a lot of fields are filled by defaults and some fields are hidden. So that was my number 3. Number 2 appeared in 2019, That's display journal entries in TAccount view. TAccount view is something accountants wanted like forever. So SAP made it possible to auto-generate this, because normally as a consultant, you had a flip chart or a whiteboard and you drew TAccounts to discuss a business scenario, what is posted, why it's posted. And now you do get this kind of for free in this Fiori app. So here we have 3 journal entries that are summarized for balance sheet accounts on top and profit and loss accounts on the bottom side. You can include additional values like profit center or profit center description. So it's not just GL account and amount, but also additional information. Of course, it needs to be posted. So in this case, it's empty, not shown. And you can start painting and giving them colorful tags to distinguish the different postings that we created so far. So very useful. And of course, you can add document number 4, 5, 6, so as many documents as you like. And then you do see a complete process flow and the impact for profit and loss or for the balance sheet accounts. We do have an overview as a table view to see every data as a table entry, which you could export to a spreadsheet, or you could drill down to manage the journal entries. And even within the journal entry, you have functionality to drill down to the TAccount view as well. Very nice functionality. My top 2 that I have here for the Fiori apps in the finance area. Now, let's talk about number 1. And number 1 is upload general journal entries. New since 2017, available for an interface like a spreadsheet and Excel. I've seen this for vendors as well, but in the public cloud space, and given the opportunity to share a demo. This is for the GL, so you can download a template for your spreadsheet. So that's the Excel spreadsheet. I've prepared something where you do see, you just have the data here in your spreadsheet. You can use copy paste. You have multiple documents, everything that you like. It's more or less not checked. So like the matching amount for debit and credit is up to you if it's correct. So I will produce an error here for document number 4 to show the error handling as well. I upload those 4 documents. There they are. So they have an ID, which I can drill into. So I do see the information that's been taken from the spreadsheet. Looks good to me. Let's check number 2. This also looks good to me. And we changed number 4, I think. So let's check number 4. And there we have it. 11,000 doesn't match 10,000. So debit and credit are not correct. Let's keep it that way to show the error handling. Let's try to post everything. 3 out of 4 are posted. That's what we would have expected. And if I drill down to the log, I do get an error message. And the error message provides posting is only possible with a 0 balance. Makes sense? So let's go back. Let's change it. So let's change the amount here, that it's balanced. It's just an example. It could be a blocked profit center. It could be a missing business area. It could be everything that is wrong in a spreadsheet. So we get the opportunity to get it fixed. And that is definitely my number one. So thank you for your attention. I hope I was able to provide you with information about my favorite Fiori apps, my top 10 Fiori apps. Looking forward that you're on the journey for S4HANA, that you do the transition from SAP GUI to Fiori, or if you're starting on a greenfield, you have lots of flowers, like you can see here in the background, and the possibility to use Fiori directly. Have a good day. Till next time.